Hi folks, it's Scotty here with another delve into the world of movies, and this time we're going to take a look at 5 of what we believe are the greatest psycho performances in film. Psychopaths or sociopaths. No matter what you call them, you know you can recognise them on the big screen. Actors often spend months developing the many tics, vocal inflections and zealous screams that audiences have come to expect from these antisocial characters. As such, we at Flickering Myth have decided to look at 5 of the greatest psycho performances in the history of Western cinema. Number 5. Anthony Perkins in Psycho. You can't say the word psychotic and not think of the villain of Psycho. Alfred Hitchcock's iconic horror masterpiece rested its power on Anthony Perkins' performance. He managed to balance sly and innocent with a twisted demeanour. I mean, come on, just look at that final expression. It is haunting. That being said, Perkins is lowest on this list because he did have to play up the good boy part for the majority of the picture.
Well, a boy's best friend is his mother.
Number 4. Heath Ledger, The Dark Knight. It was once said that Heath Ledger locked himself in a hotel room for a month to prepare for the Joker. We don't know how true that is, but if it was, the results more than speak for themselves. Ledger's take on Batman's arch nemesis received tons of acclaim, with him even winning the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. Combining charisma with a dark philosophy, Ledger created one of the most psychotic performances on film. As the man himself said, the Joker is a mass-murdering, schizophrenic clown with zero empathy. We could not agree more. Number 3. Steve Buscemi in Con Air. Sometimes you don't have to be overt in your mannerisms to come off as disturbing. Sometimes a distant stare towards nowhere is all it takes to send chills down our spines. And that was what Steve Buscemi conveyed in Con Air. This action thriller featured an ensemble of talented actors, yet Buscemi stood out as Garland Green. Green is a murderer who is feared by the other inmates due to the horrific crimes he committed. Yet there is something genuinely enlightening about his take on the world. That scene where he's spending time alone with a little girl has to be one of the most tension-racked moments in film.
He's got the whole world in his hand.
Number 2. Robert Mitchum in The Night of the Hunter. The worst kind of people are those who pretend to help but only seek to hurt. That is Reverend Harry Powell, a serial killer who uses his religious knowledge to get people to like him. His end goal is to manipulate as many widows as he can, murder them, and then reap their fortunes. Powell is portrayed brilliantly by legendary actor Robert Mitchum, who channels zeal and anger into a terrifying force. He spends the majority of the movie hunting down 2 children who have hidden their parents' money, and at the end of the day, anyone who can make a hymn like Leaning on the Everlasting Arms scary is a performer to remember.
Leaning on the everlasting arms.
And number 1, Andrew Robinson in Dirty Harry. If you're going to face off against Clint Eastwood, you better deliver. And so did Andy Robinson. As the deranged monster Scorpio, Robinson was frightening. And this is a guy who kills innocents like it's a sick game, attacks cops, and even has no problem beating kids. Now, considering Robinson received death threats for his performance, it's safe to call him the best of the list. And there you have it, 5 of the greatest psycho performances to ever grace cinema. But are there any we missed? As always, we want to hear from you. Post them in the comments below and be sure to subscribe to Flickering Myth for much more content. So until the next time, this is Scotty saying thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and we will see you again very soon.